right, so I'm super excited to walk you through the new Audio Issues plugin, my delay called Threepeat. It's a 3-in-1 delay plugin that you can mix and match and make all sorts of fun sonic soundscapes or subtle depth. It spans the gamut of everything that you need in a delay in a simple package that should be easy enough to use, but this is a tutorial, so let's go through all the knobs and sliders and all of that. And so when you pull up the plugin, it'll open like this, maybe not quite with the same settings, but you have 3 channels here: the depth channel, the delay channel, and the longer throw channel. And it's self-explanatory. The time is tied to your BPM, which I find makes it more musical when you want to make delays that sync to the beat and push the song forward and make some fun rhythm in your tracks. And so you have 64th, 32, and 16th note delays on the depth channel. You have syncs, basically a straight delay, a triplet, and a dotted. And then you have the feedback slider, so the more feedback, the more repeats. And then you have this ducking knob, which is really fun to use because it is basically a built-in sidechain, so that the more ducking you put on, the less delay there is while the source sound is playing. So basically, while the source is playing, the delay gets pushed down until the source stops, and then the delay kind of blooms up. And so that helps you keep things from getting too cluttered, helps that delay sit better in the mix, and helps the delay stay where it's supposed to be as an enhancement to the tracks that are already there. You have the character slider, which is like a diffuser, if you will. It softens the sound. So if you find it that the delay is like too stale and it's the same as the source signal, you can push that character slider up to make it sound a little softer and sits better and doesn't get in the way as much and isn't quite an exact replica of the source signal. Then you have the level, and then you have the panning, and then you have the high pass and the low pass filter. And so when you're in an insert, when you put it as an insert on your channel, I love using delays as inserts, which is a rule that old school audio engineers don't like to be broken, but I'm going to break it and make it into a plugin so that you can make easy depth and easy delays on your tracks without needing any complicated routing. But of course, I also do have it available as a send if you want to have more control over your delays so that you have it on a separate track and you can tweak it that way by itself. And so let me show you a few examples here. I have a song that I'm going to show you the vocal delays. So I have 2 vocals here. There's a verse vocal, and I just wanted a little extra depth and not a lot of like delay, if you will, just more space. It's a fast rock song, so I don't want that delay getting in the way. So I put this on as an insert, and I pushed it up so that and not a lot of feedback either, some ducking. I don't have a lot of ducking on the 64th note delay because that's a really short delay and it's more like a doubler than a delay. And so I like having that just a very short and the same. I don't need to diffuse that repeat in any way. And so that's all in the center as a mono delay. And then it kicks into the chorus, and then I've used a second instance of Threepeat in the chorus on a send, and that's where I have a little more going on. I have a 16th note delay, a quarter note delay, and a half note delay. And that's panned left and right. The longer delays are panned left and right, and then the depth one is up the middle. There's a little more feedback everywhere. There's a little more ducking going on. There's a little more character to diffuse it. And my goal was to make the chorus sound bigger so that in the verses there's this contrast where the vocal is sort of more in the center. It still has some space around it, but when the chorus opens, it opens like that. So here's how that sounds in solo.
Once upon a time, got fed up being blind, needed more than it could ever give to me.
So there's a little doubling. There's actually real doubling. I sang it twice and then time aligned it and edited it. But then here it is with the delay with Threepeat on.
Once upon a time, got fed up being blind. Needed more than it could ever give to me.
And here's the chorus vocal without any of the delay. There are some other effects going on. There's a little bit of saturation and stuff like that. But here it is mostly dry.
Now I'm much older than I used to be. Worn out my shoes and my tight blue jeans.
And then here it is with the delay on there.
Now I'm much older than I used to be. Worn out my shoes and my tight blue jeans. Grown up in more ways than you'll ever get to see.
So quite a bit bigger, but the delay isn't getting in the way of the vocal. It actually sits really nicely. And so how that sounds in the context of the mix is like this.
Once upon a time, got fed up being blind. Needed more than it could ever give to me. Now I'm much older than I used to be. Worn out my shoes and my tight blue jeans. Grown up in more ways than you'll ever get to see. And I'm getting by. And I'm getting by.
All right, so you can hear the difference there. It's more in the center, and then that chorus opens up. Obviously, a lot of that is the arrangement of the other instruments coming in and making that chorus bigger. But that delay really helps it sit inside everything while still being audible. I wanted like an aggressive vocal, but I didn't want it to sit on top. I wanted it to be, it's rock and roll, so it needs to be like inside the mix, but not drowned underneath everything else. So I feel like I accomplished that very easily with the Threepeat plugin. Another fun example is the guitar solo in this track, where I can make the guitar solo have some space without adding too much clutter. It sits nicely in there, and the delay really gives space to that sort of melodic edge the solo gives you, or the solo is playing. So let's hear that. Here it is without the Threepeat plugin, just with, I think it has a little reverb on it still.
And I'm getting by.
Here it is with some delay and depth.
And I'm getting by.
It just adds a little space around it so that it sits nicely, has a little pocket in the stereo spectrum there. And the last thing I want to show you is this gritty organ that really lends a lot of foundation and bottom to the mix in the arrangement. And when you have the delay on, it just enhances that thickness or that depth so that it just has more dimension to the mix in general. Here are the keys soloed without anything. And then here it is with the delay, with the Threepeat. So a lot more depth, and you can hear how crucial this arrangement piece is in the mix, because if I play the chorus and then I mute the keys, you can hear how the bottom of the mix drops out.
Now I'm much older than I used to be. Worn out my shoes and my
because I have it, there's some panning on both of the delays. You can hear both the dimension from front to back, but also from the into the sides, so that there's more three-dimensional feel in the bottom foundation harmonic arrangement element of this mix. That was a lot of fun words in a row. But I hope you enjoyed this demo. There's a few more audio examples on the Threepeat page that's linked down below. So if you're looking for a simple, intuitive, and easy to use delay that can get you instant depth, delay, or big throws to create fun repeats in your mix, then check out Threepeat through the link below. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Björk from Benedictson from Audio Issues. I'll see you later.